Pudgy Penguins. They announced the completion of a $9 million seed funding round led by 1KX. The company plans to use the new capital to scale its IP and the team. The raise comes 1 year after the project voted out its founders for draining the treasury and failing to meet project milestones. In April last year, the project was purchased by entrepreneur Luca Schnetzler for $2.5 million. When Luca bought the project, he said, we're going to grow the IP, we're going to license out our content, and we're going to bring new ways to monetize the project. And I think that this $9 million is going to be put to good work. Zach, you're dancing over there. So here's a chance to redeem yourself with some more exciting takes for the second half of the show.
The Pengus must never die. The Pengus, they're just so cute. These little pudgy penguins, even Will likes them. Noted NFT hater Will Foxley is even a fan of this project because the penguins, they're just so cute. And sometimes so cute is enough to get it done, right? This project has lasted. It obviously has some community. Someone took it over. Someone raised funds. Someone is trying to push the ball forward as it relates to Pudgy Penguins, which were, a big hit, big collection not long ago. So I think we're going to see maybe something like the Doodles playbook or the Yuga playbook roll out here, right? Doodles, I think it was Doodles. They hired Pharrell to be their creative director and to do a bunch of different things with their IP and to branch out. Obviously, we saw Yuga doing Bored Ape Yacht Club, restaurants in LA and stuff, right? So you get $9 million, you have an existing fan base, a small but passionate following, and the idea is to get the cuteness out into the world with this funding in a way that brings more people to the project and brings a community together around the shared ownership of these adorable little penguins. Will, I got to throw it to you. You tend to bash on NFT stuff, so I'm curious for your take.
Yeah, longtime listeners on the show will know I'm a fan of the Pengus because cuteness is a utility, and these things have them in troves. Also, a great sticker pack, apparently, that I was just shilled a second ago. The Pengus did have some problems with their old founders, but seems like some DAO governance worked out for the first time. They booted the old founder, got a new guy in there, and now there's going to be some Pengu cushions coming to you, Pengu plushies maybe, and maybe one day, like a Pengu store or restaurant, which I would definitely attend, but you probably can only get in if you have a Pengu. So perhaps I need to go purchase one. This is like the playbook we've seen a lot of these profile picture based NFTs taking, right? Like you sort of have this community-based identity. If you purchase the asset and if you move into the community itself, you can go do these things with other people in the community. And that itself is a utility, right? Like it's sort of just a more abstract note on your private key. So in crypto, we have these public and these private keys, and public key is like my public address showing where everything's are. My private key unlocks those assets. And if I can sort of prove to people that I have this asset in my wallet and I can do anything I want with it. In this case, that means I can be a part of this community. And it's an external thing to crypto, but crypto is for humans, and this is something humans like to do. We like to look at Pengus. So that's my take on it. Jen?
So the Pengus had the clothing line. I believe they're launching toys now. I really would like one for my shelf. I think it's important that there's one back there. So I'm just putting that out. I'm going to try and manifest a Pengu toy for my shelves. But the way I see a lot of these projects that started as profile pics and are now moving into IP going is not really the film and entertainment world. I know a lot of them are trying their hand out at that with films and short series. But I really do think that this world building and IP is going to end up in some kind of Web3 game, Web3 digital environment, metaverse type vibe. I think the projects that are able to sustain themselves for a long time and don't fall off within the next year or two, we're going to see these online worlds. We haven't spoken about the metaverse for a really long time, but I think that's kind of the play for these. And so on our way there, I'm really excited to experience, the IRL memorabilia that will connect us all on this mission. And that's, Zach, you take the last word.
Jen is out here simping for a Pengu plushie.
I really am.
You heard it here first, folks. She wants it right on that shelf, right back there.
Right
it
there.
Could be right there every day on the hash. Wow, that would be amazing. But yeah. No, we'll see. I think this is bullish for NFTs, right? NFTs are cultural artifacts. And like Will said, right, humans like to look at these cute little images, and that's bullish in a way that, you know, fungible crypto assets don't necessarily have, right? There's certainly communities around these fungible crypto assets. We see it with Pepe, we see it with these meme coins, but there's something a bit more inviting when there's that visual aspect, when there's that non-fungibility involved, right? I have this one, and I can compare it with my friend who has this one. You know, we see memes sustain these communities, and we see it again with the meme coins, with Pepe. It goes back to that. But again, having it being attached to art and then having that art unlock additional experiences is certainly something that I think is going to prove resilient, you know, during this bear and then subsequently into the next bull.